One of the things that you were shocked or surprised was preparedness of the companies. We have been talking about security for so long. You and I have been like sitting on this almost 1 or 2 years, whatever it is. So it's kind of surprising and worrisome that it's still we feel that companies are not prepared. So what is the reason? Because we do hear about security a lot, but is it because of the lack of awareness, or the fact is that everybody wants security, but the things are so complicated already in the cloud world that it becomes overwhelming? And then you also rightly said, software security bugs, misconfiguration is going to be part of the writing the software, deploying it. We cannot eliminate those. So talk about what can be done so that companies are more prepared, because things are going to get even tougher for everybody.
Yeah, fully agree, Swapnil. And a couple of parameters. One thing is the education phase itself, right? So there is a need for the people on the dev side to understand what API attacks look like. It's really hard for them to imagine the variety of ways that somebody could try to manipulate their call if they're not manipulate their API calls if they're not really familiar with the form of API attacks. We have seen a good increase in the number of organizations using the OWASP API top 10 as at least a starting point for framing what do attacks look like. So I think first off, there's a developer education phase. The inverse is also true. Security teams need to understand more about API incidents. We will have teams, they've been a customer for a few months, and there'll be this sheepish, embarrassed call where they're like, our SecOps teams don't really understand what they're looking at when they're seeing an API incident. Can you teach our team how to get good at this? No fault of anybody, right? Who grew up knowing what API calls would look like? So that reverse education needs to happen as well, where SecOps teams need to become proficient in at least the basics of how APIs are written, what call response pairs look like, what normal looks like, and what an attack looks like. So there's definitely that education phase. The second thing that's needed is, again, we shouldn't be surprised when the application landscape evolves, the security tooling has to evolve. Nothing wrong with the existing tech. They do what they were designed to do, but they weren't designed for this. And so complementing the education with the tooling that's, ML and AI based, you're never going to have humans that can totally keep up, and the cloud scale big data, so that you have the big picture that you need to really understand what's happening on the attack front.